Okay, in this video I will talk about sidebars. Sidebars can be created custom for each page and each post. You can create a right and a left sidebar, and basically when you're creating a page, all you have to do is make sure that your template allows for the space for the sidebars. And this is the template you want to pick, to sidebar page. And then below you have create a new one, or you can select one from the previously created sidebars. And every time you create a new sidebar, it will appear in the widgets area. This is where you can drag and drop all of your widgets that you want to show up in those sidebars. So for example, if we look at the About page right sidebar, let's go back and click on About page. So the right sidebar has this text that appears on the white background with the leaf. It has a link that says back to home page, and it has a small menu. And all three of those are widgets that we just dragged and dropped into this area. So here's your Amavida text widget, and if we open it up, there is a field for text, and then you can select the background. So right now we have white. If we do green, click Save, go back to this page and refresh, the background behind this widget changes. So let's go back here. The next widget is Amavida link widget. This is basically gives you an opportunity to insert any link that you feel is important to your customers to see on any particular page. So we gave it a title, back to home page, inserted our link, and here it is. You can see it right here. The next widget is the menu. And here again you can give it a title. The title will always show up in brown, but you can select the color for the actual menu items. So as you can see right now it's green. If we change it to gray, refresh, your menu now is in gray color. And this little drop down lets you select any menu that you have created through the appearance and menu area. So there's several widgets that will be very helpful to you. Amavida title widget is if you are inserting a basic text and you just want to give it some, a bright heading. For example, I believe you have this on contact page. Let's try that one. Right here, for example. So you have unsolicited idea, policy, and then you have basic text under it. So the unsolicited idea policy is made through this widget here, Amavida title widget, where you can select the color for your title. Here is your Twitter widget, where you select your Twitter ID and it pulls all of your tweets, and some of the other ones. You can play around with those and see what works best for you. Again, just to tell you that these ones at the top, they're all in caps, are sidebars that cannot be removed. They're used by the system, and without them certain areas will not work. These are mostly for the actual store, and the rest of them, they're just plain. You can delete through appearances sidebars. So say you created a page, you created a sidebar specifically for that page. Maybe you made a typo, maybe you don't want that page anymore. You can come in here and find whatever sidebar you don't want anymore and click on delete, and it will delete it from the system. I would suggest that you try to keep the number of sidebars as short as possible, just for easy management. There are certain sidebars that you can create as default sidebars that you can pop into any page that you want. If you feel like any page deserves its own sidebar, of course you can do that. And that pretty much covers the sidebars.